Hey everybody, I wanted to come on because I've recently been saying something over and over again to people, and so I figured this would be a good opportunity to just say it to everyone. And that is that chiropractic is so much more than just moving bones. A lot of people come to the office or they call in and we have a consult and they're like, something's just out and it just needs to go back in. It's so much more than that. And so I understand why that vernacular is really common, but I thought I would just come on and maybe tweak your understanding of it just a little bit. And so when we look at the bones of the spine, it's not that something just gets out and then as a chiropractor, I just shove it back and then that's that. Because in reality, what happens is not that it gets stuck in this one place, it's that it's not moving properly. It's not moving at 100% of its normal capacity. And when that happens, that altered movement pattern or that segment that's not doing what it needs to be doing, that is actually what irritates not only the muscles and the tissues around the spine, which becomes more complex, but also beyond that, it actually starts creating irritation around that area, which affects the nervous system that your spine protects. So essentially, you got all these movable bones of your spine. If those aren't moving properly, the central nervous system, your spinal cord, and all the little nerve roots that come out from in between your spine get affected. And so that's where people really they see the tip of the iceberg when it comes to chiropractic with the aches and the pains and the tightness and stuff like that. But in reality, the rest of the iceberg is the effect that the spine has on your nervous system's ability to communicate throughout your body and control and coordinate and organize the rest of your body. That's where the real bread and butter of chiropractic comes in, because my job is to go in, find out where those areas of the spine are that are irritated, which is what we call a vertebral subluxation, fancy word. And what that does is it affects our body, our brain's ability to communicate to our body, ultimately limiting our expression of life. Because believe it or not, you're designed to function at 100%. You're not designed to have back pain and neck pain and headaches, but you're also not designed to have acid reflux. You're not designed to have constipation. You're not designed to have hormonal imbalances. This stuff is affected by our environment. It's affected by our body's ability to adapt to our environment, which is another perspective that I'm going to tweak for you just a little bit. And so when our nervous system doesn't get the right information, whether that be our brain can't talk to our stomach, let's say we have an irritation in the middle of the back where that nerve goes to your stomach. Well, now the stomach might overproduce acid. We might end up with acid reflux. And so by me going in, detecting where that area is, and then allowing the body to heal in that spot through a chiropractic adjustment, now we're restoring the proper connection between the brain and the stomach. Stomach can produce acid appropriately. So that is one of the reasons why our practice is called Beyond Bones Chiropractic, is because it is so much more than just moving bones. It's being able to detect and correct that vertebral subluxation so that we can help your brain and your body communicate at 100% the way that it is designed to, so we can help you be as healthy as possible. And so that's where we hear people constantly be like, hey, you know what? I'm feeling okay. Or like, I don't need a chiropractor. My back doesn't hurt. You're missing the rest of the iceberg, man. That's like, if you only go to the chiropractor, something I've always heard that I kind of laugh at, if you're only going to the chiropractor for pain, it's like going to rob a bank and only taking the pens from the front desk, because there is so much more underneath the surface of what chiropractic can do for people. Whether that is helping your organs function better or helping your brain function better, because all of that information from your body comes back through your spine and it goes into your cortex. And so if we have irritation along that highway, well, then what happens is that irritation garbles up those messages like static on a phone line, and your brain is trying to interpret this information from your body that didn't quite get there fully. And so if your brain is trying to make decisions for your body based on bad information, the decisions it makes to then re-regulate down to the rest of the body will also not be complete. They will not give you the best outcome. And so this is where we can get into this feedback loop where your brain's not getting good information or proprioception or any type of information from your body properly because of irritation in your spine. It then sends out bad information, which can lead to organ dysfunction. But let's say for my athletes, it can lead to altered movement patterns. It can lead to injury because our brain can't coordinate our extremities the way they're supposed to. And so that's truly what chiropractic is it's so much bigger than just a spot in your back. And I swear, if people realized that, they would be here every week making sure that their nervous system is functioning at 100%. Because frankly, if your nervous system doesn't function at 100%, nothing else does. It is the master control system of the body and runs everything. So here's my soapbox rant for this wonderful Wednesday morning is that I wish if I could have a billboard that the entire world could see, what would I put on it? I would put chiropractic helps your nervous system. It helps you live a better life. And if people understood that, they'd be here. If people understood that, man, I would have a gun to my head demanding that I see their children, because they would want their children to be making sure they're growing and developing at 100%. Because if a kid's not growing and developing at 100%, we are handicapping them in their potential in life. And so that's why people sometimes their minds are blown that we adjust kids because they don't have back pain. Y'all are missing the point. It has nothing to do with that kid's back pain. It has everything to do to make sure that their nervous system is firing at 100% so they can grow and develop both physically and neurologically and cognitively at 100%. That's the difference we're making here. And that is what I wish people knew. And so there's my rant for the morning. I hope y'all enjoyed it. If you are in Coeur d'Alene and you don't have a chiropractor, I would love to talk to you. If you do, go see them. If you're not in Coeur d'Alene, go see your chiropractor this week. Or if you don't have one, I would love to help you find one. It's that important to me. I don't care where you go. I just know that you need your nervous system checked. Till next time.